welcome to the Spicer Jamal kitchen. Tonight we're doing stuffed peppers. This request came from our lovely neighbor Brenda across the street. We're going to tweak it just a little bit, obviously, by using the penny bun spice blend. And we're going to add some sauteed mushrooms too. Of course you need garlic, onions, red bell peppers, crushed tomato sauce, and I'm using ground pork instead of beef. I like ground pork, it's more affordable, tons of flavor, and I have some leftover rice. I prefer not to cook new rice for a dish like this. I let my leftovers guide my next choice in meals, so we're saving and reusing stuff in a smart way. Alright, let's get started. One of the first things you want to do is get your oven turned on for any dish that you're going to be baking so that it's nice and warm and ready to go. This one needs to be at 400, so we'll go ahead and get that done. And while that's heating up, this is when we want to really think about our planning for the insides. Since we're using pork, it's going to release quite a bit of fat. I want to cook that first and get that nice and brown, and then saute the aromatics, the onions and garlic and mushrooms and zucchini in that fat. And remember, don't add the oil until your pan's nice and hot. It helps keep food from sticking. I don't know the science behind it. That's probably half a tablespoon. Alright, we're going to salt and spice up the meat. We're looking for about 2 tablespoons of the penny bun. Which you can do more or less. If you like mushrooms, do more. If you're a little scared of this, do less. And we're going to do about a half a tablespoon of salt. And then work it all in. And then it's going to go in our hot pan, and we'll get it nice and brown. Ready? So while that's happening, let's go ahead and cut up our onions, dice them up pretty small, because remember this is going inside of the pepper. So everything inside the pepper you want to be a finer dice, so that it's all incorporated together, I think. Of course, with your peppers, do whatever you want. You get a few mushrooms cut up too. And again, nothing formal here. This is all going inside the pepper, so to be honest, I think the most important part is just getting it small. For reference, small, I'm thinking like pinky size, like that. They'll shrink a little bit too because they hold a lot of moisture that they're going to release. And the same for the zucchini. And you don't have to use zucchini. If you have any veg around you think would work well in this, throw it in. Why not? Again, I imagine the origins of stuffed peppers was a way for people to use up some old ground beef and that kind of thing. I could be wrong. Alright. I'm going to flip the meat over so you can see what the browning is starting to look like. Because we're using the penny bun, we get really good color. Alright, I'm going to spread it out again. Remember, our goal here is to get a maximum surface area brown. You don't want it in one big chunk, you want to kind of spread it out a little bit. Also, that helps with time. It means it's going to cook faster. And if these things you already know, I apologize. Okay, because it's a weeknight and I don't want to wash a lot of pans, now that we're 70% brown, I'm going to go ahead and move the meat over, move my pot over so that the onions are going to go in now. And I can just go ahead and start using the fat that's already been rendered from the pork. Alright, then we'll brown those onions for a little bit. Probably, I would say 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to chop up my garlic now. The garlic can go in with the mushrooms in a little bit. Alright, don't forget, while one thing's working, that doesn't mean you can't do other things. So while the onions are sauteing, probably about a minute or 2 left, I'm going to go ahead and peel and de-seed the peppers. Again, these are just plain red bell peppers, nothing exciting. Okay, we're at 4 minutes. You can see some good color on those onions. We'll go ahead and toss in the mushrooms, the garlic, and the zucchini. Okay, I've incorporated all the meat and the veggies together. Pork's cooked through, so now we're going to add our tomato sauce. Okay, I went ahead and added about a cup of the old rice to this, mixed it in. It's still a little messy. Let's try the ice cream scooper. Well, that's much easier to install. Alright, if you have an ice cream scooper, use an ice cream scooper. It smells really good.